My name is Jacob Zarang. I'm a meteorologist here at the New Orleans Baton Rouge office, and I'll be giving you your weekly weather briefing today. So let's just hop right on in. Here's a little bit of a situation overview. Heavy rain and severe weather threat is largely diminished this afternoon as the line has moved off of the land areas. Still could see some gusty winds over the waters, but for the land areas, severe weather and heavy rain threat has pretty much ended with that line exiting the area. 2 more batches of rainfall is expected through Saturday evening, and we'll break down exactly when we're expecting those 2 batches of rainfall. Due to yesterday's rain and the upcoming rainfall over the next couple of days, we have heightened river flooding. We'll go over that as well a little bit later. And then after Saturday, colder temps arrive early next week, along with drier conditions. And we'll go over exactly how cold we're expecting to get later on Sunday and Monday. So here's a little bit of a simplified 7-day threat outlook. You can see today we had that small chance of severe weather. And then today and tomorrow, we have that enhanced or elevated risk for excessive rainfall. We're under, I'll go over that later as well. We're under slight risk for excessive rainfall. And then we have the cold coming in Sunday night and Monday night. We'll go over that as well. Let's see. Here's the current watches, warnings, and advisories. We have the current flood watch that remains in effect till 6 p.m. We're not anticipating extending the watch or issuing another one at this time. The next 2 batches of rain could cause isolated issues with heavy rainfall, mainly in the areas that received a lot of rainfall yesterday. But we're not expecting widespread issues enough to issue another watch or extend this one. And then we have the dense fog advisory that goes from midnight to 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning. And of course, we have the flood warnings along the rivers as well, where they're experiencing minor to moderate flood stage. So here's the excessive rainfall outlook for today. Large part of that slight risk, especially in the northwestern areas, has diminished with the exit of the line. But another batch of rainfall is possible after midnight tonight, especially along the southeast Louisiana coast. But that's also dependent on how that rainfall sets up. It is possible that we get cut off from the rainfall in the Gulf, and a lot of the land areas won't see any rain tonight. But the highest risk for excessive rainfall seems to have transitioned closer to the southeast Louisiana coast, and I'll show you exactly where in the rainfall estimates a little later. And then this is for tomorrow and tomorrow night, mainly tomorrow night with that second batch overnight Saturday into Saturday during the day. Again, slight risk of excessive rainfall, generally along I-12 and south and east of I-55. Is where we're expecting that rainfall to occur. Here's about how much rain we're expecting in the next couple of days through Saturday evening. Highest totals are about 2 to 4 inches. Again, generally along and south of I-12 and then east of I-55, with areas along the coast could see higher through about that 3 to 4 inches. And then breaking it down into those 2 batches, this is a rainfall forecast for Thursday night and the Friday evening, or tonight and the Friday evening. About 1 to 1.5 inches in that same area, south of I-12, east of I-55, mainly along the southeast Louisiana coast through Friday evening. A lot is dependent on how far north that rain can get tonight after midnight. If we get cut off, a lot of those rain totals can be much lower than 1 inch, but that's something we'll have to monitor. But for now, this is about a ballpark of what we're expecting, around 1 inch to 1.5 inches, especially along the southeast Louisiana coast. And then the other batch of rainfall Friday night through Saturday evening, generally about 1/2 inch to 1 inch in the same areas south of I-12 and then east of I-55. This one has more confidence of moving inland. It's just this one seems a little bit more progressive as well. So we'll only get about 1 inch of rain So the side effect to all of this rain is the river flooding. A lot of the rivers on the North Shore are in minor and moderate flood stage. That's expected to stay around until this weekend. I think the last of the North Shore flooding seems to start. It has crest and then start going down later this weekend, Saturday and the Sunday. So all of these river flooding forecasts include 48 hours of future rainfall. So that includes most of what we're expecting now as well. So this should be around the peak of all of what these rivers are expecting over the next few days. So turning into next week, getting into Sunday night and Monday morning, the lows get to the mid 30s and low 40s, not expecting any freezing temperatures, nothing like what we experienced a short while ago with that last batch of cold air. So mainly mid 30s to low 40s, and then largely the same Monday night and Tuesday morning, lows in the mid 30s to low 40s. And no freezing temperatures expected, just cold, a little bit cooler and dry. So just a summary of everything we talked about. The heavy rain and severe weather threats has diminished this afternoon with the line exiting all of the land areas, except for, maybe coastal Plaquemines or lower Plaquemines. 2 batches of rainfall through Saturday evening, one overnight tonight into Friday evening, after midnight tonight, and then another one after midnight Friday night into Saturday evening. And due to all of this, all the rainfall, we have that river flooding concern through this weekend. And then after both of those batches of rain clear out, we get a little bit cooler temperatures to arrive early next week with drier conditions. So that's all I have for y'all. If y'all have any questions, please feel free